We are back, motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
Make It Make Sense podcast, episode 2, with my son of a bitch. My co-host for today. We've got
what's up, baby?
Kaisamari. And Make It Make Sense podcast. This is where we have real conversations. We tell the truth. And I don't mind being wrong, but if you're going to challenge me, I just need you to make it make sense. And we've got some lovely ladies with us today, and we are going to go around the table and introduce them. And we're going to have a great fucking show. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. It's only episode 2?
Of this, I had to change the name.
Okay.
I had to change the name.
Okay.
We went in a different direction.
Special now.
Yeah. No, we're like 9 episodes
Okay.
in, but
What was the first previous name?
Married, Poly, Single.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
So long ago.
Yeah, so same premise. It was just with 3 hosts, a married guy, a poly guy, and a single guy. And yeah.
I wonder, that probably went well.
It was cool, you know. No, I mean, we just had different views and just decided to go in a different direction, that's all. But anyway, let's go around the table and we will start with you.
Hello, everybody.
Your name, your age, and your relationship status.
Okay. Well, my name's Alexis, aka Lexi Legs, aka Massage Queen Legs. I am 28 years old and single, happily single.
What do you do for a living? Oh, massage.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm currently a full-time student for massage therapy.
Okay. And your highest level of education completed.
Associate's degree.
Nice.
Miss Allie Spoon, hi guys, and my relationship status, I don't even know. I don't even know how to say that. Hohen? I'm just kidding.
What?
31 years old, happily
She belongs to
hoeing.
the streets.
Just kidding. No, but my guy and I, we have a different relationship, so.
So it's open?
It's open, but we get money together, and that's it.
It's about to go down.
What's understood and maybe explained.
Right. All right. And you, lovely lady?
My name is Jessica. I am 32, and I am taken by Troy, and we are on the market for more women to join our relationship.
Right. And then our special guest host today.
Now, don't worry about it.
The people need to know,
36.
boy.
Yeah.
What are you, 36?
Yeah.
When did you turn 36?
July 1st.
Oh, yeah, you're in his grade.
Oh, you're
huh?
a Cancer.
Who else is it? You?
You're sensitive.
Yeah, I'm also 36.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
That's what they
old as
say.
fuck.
Well, you're about to be 36 soon.
I'm not 36 yet. You guys graduated a year before me. Cut this shit out.
Hey, listen. But this body is a temple.
He said this body 24 this
Right.
motherfucker, boy.
The goal is just trying to keep longevity and physically fit, but and then what else did you want?
Name, age, relationship status.
Kais, yeah, age, relation status is single.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, first topic today, what I wanted to start with was, ladies, this is a good one because it made me laugh earlier. Let's say you had your pussy removed.
Oh,
Okay. You got in a terrible jet skiing accident and there was nothing the doctor could do and the entire pussy was removed. What would you do to keep your man? And we'll start with you.
Shit. Bring home other women. No. Definitely use other parts of my body, like my mouth, my hands, like for sexual things. But I mean, I think it's different for our situation because we already bring other women into the relationship in a sexual aspect. However, I think I would definitely be on my P's and Q's when it came to like cooking, cleaning, my responsibilities as a wife, for sure. But yeah, just bring other women home. I mean, you already sleep with other people, so it really doesn't really.
You play to win the game.
All right, good answer. Miss Spoon.
I mean, I'm a throat goat, so I'm good. I'm really known for that. Like, for real. I
Speak
really
to the
am.
mic.
I'm really known for being the throat goat, so.
Okay, all right.
I think I'm good.
Finish him.
I think I'm good. Take it away. See what happens.
Right?
You can't touch this.
What would you do?
So she already took throat goat, and I mean,
Oh my God!
I'm a masseuse in training, so I mean, I got my hands, and I'd have to basically back up what Jessica said with just being on my P's and Q's with everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm actually low-key blown away with those answers. At least you two, because I think it's hilarious that all of you immediately went to the other holes of your body. So you get mad at men for
Anal.
wanting you for sex, and that was the first thing you guys said you would do to keep your man if your vagina was no longer in commission. No one said I would learn how to play pool.
No.
I'd learn
2K.
I'd be real good at 2K. You know what I mean? You would do. Hey, these are things. If you want to keep your man, I'm saying I mean, you said at least bring other women in. You know what I mean? Like.
But men don't want that stuff from a woman. They want to do that stuff
But I'm
with their
saying
boys.
if it's okay, so you know that men want you for sex. But if that wasn't available,
I want them for
what
sex,
would you?
and?
What would you do to keep them outside of sex? And instead of thinking of those things, you guys immediately went to the other holes in your body.
See, I have something to say about that. I think when it comes to like women being like, oh, men only want women for sex, I think women are playing themselves or thinking that like, oh, we're just gonna go a year without sex and that's gonna be okay.
That sounds
I don't
crazy.
know. Maybe it's like the ages at this table, like that we're mature,
Right.
like we're not just like 18 and think it's like a Cinderella story
No.
or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been there,
Do
done
some
that.
shit, right?
Because I'm like, I feel like even as women, sex is important to us in a relationship as well, like physical. And we know men are more physical creatures than women. So, like to say throat right away, I feel like it would be immature to not.
My
think
ex
of
used to
sex
get
thing.
mad. He said all I want to do is fuck all the time. He would get mad at me. I'm like, how are you mad about that? Like, I don't
See,
get that.
women
So
are
he
just
felt
a
like
sex
this
He
loud
felt
me.
like that's exactly. He said you're always using me.
No, both ways.
It
I was gonna
does.
ask if I may. I don't know if you were done.
No, go ahead.
I wrote down, is it only physical? Like, was the question, that's where I went. Not that that question was for me, right? But when I was listening to people answer, was it only physical? Like, I think the question kind of makes people think in terms of physical only.
Well, I mean,
But it's open to interpretation.
Yes, it's open to interpretation.
Of course,
I said,
yeah.
what would you do
And
to keep
we
your
didn't
man
interpret
outside
it
of
like
the
that.
Right,
outside
right.
of
So
the
it's like
they went
testing-
straight
yeah.
to mouth and butt.
You had me go first, and I know my man enough to know that physical things, but also like silent
Right.
sex, submission, and sandwich. So like cook, clean, like be in servitude, because if like the pussy ain't pussying, then like obviously
Right.
there has to be other things. Because I mean,
Not the pussy ain't
if
pussy.
the man didn't have his dick, I mean, hopefully they'd be like, I gotta make more money.
Right.
So
That was the answer. I want to hear that if we pose that question to you guys.
We can come back to that. We're not talking about us.
You guys
I'm just kidding. All right. That was fun. I just wanted to get this off to a good start.
Like, why would you even think of that
Dennis,
question?
we got any comments coming in?
right.
But yeah, so here's another one, and I'm very curious. Would you give up your Instagram for the right man? And what I mean by the right man, he's checking every one of your boxes. He's taking care of you financially, physically, emotionally, everything you could ask for. He's even looks the way you want him to look. Would you give up your Instagram if that's what he asked you to do? And we'll start with you.
My answer would be yes to my personal page. However, I'm an entrepreneur, so since I have a business, I would need to have that business page still open.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, business page makes
aside.
sense. Depending on how you're promoting yourself, but sure. You know what I mean? Like if it's a massage business page, ain't nothing but your hands and the client's body need to be in the videos. You know what I mean? You can't be.
You mean like no provocative?
Yeah.
Like,
You can't be selling yourself if you're with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't buy your dream house and keep the for sale sign on the front yard.
What if she only took women clients?
What do you mean?
What if she was like because I know people who are like mama massages, and so they only do like pregnant women or women only.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, again,
Could
you're not
she
going
then
to be
post her page, like her face on that?
Sure. And if that's the case, is it even a private page? I mean, a open page? I mean, but
Troy, sorry to interject. I got a question there. Are you saying, as what I'm hearing, like if she is willing to give up her personal page and she has an entrepreneurial page that's based on massage, you don't want her face on there?
for what? What is their face?
What if she's doing educational?
Just no.
I mean,
just,
yeah, if she's in scrubs.
So the point you're getting at is like the provocateur, like the for sale sign.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not
So
provocative.
I mean, but it's a business page. If you're selling sex, you're selling sex. So if you're selling massage, you're not selling sex. So keep it classy.
Or are
is what
you?
I'm saying.
so would you keep your
Right.
face out of it?
I would keep it
Like if you're ma-
professional, but I do plan on eventually having like videos where I'm talking about massage and stuff like that. So, but I don't mind wearing scrubs and looking professional. That's what I do. I want to be taken seriously, and since I, am naturally curvaceous, I already tend to try to kind of cover that up when I'm in that setting, so that I don't get those specific advances during during a massage.
Okay.
And my answer is no. Fuck no, okay? Because my name is my brand, and that's that. My name is my brand.
Haram!
And my money equates to way more than how many followers I have right now, so I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
Okay, but if your money didn't matter because he's making,
I'm still gonna say no. I'm a Leo. I love attention. I love it. I'm like, yes. Look at me.
So you just
I love it.
He belongs to the streets.
I belong to the streets. Damn straight. I love it. And that's what I'm saying. The guy I'm with now, he loves that shit too. So that's why it works. He does. But it's different. It's different in that game. A life that I live is a lot different than what people normally live.
I think he's just accepting of it because he gets to do what the fuck he
Hell.
wants.
No, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't do whatever he wants. That's the thing. And he's rich as fuck.
Yeah, that means.
But
he's
I
doing
fuck
whatever.
bitches too, so it's different. He don't do that shit behind my back. If I'm the one trying to bring bitches home, I'm drunk. Like, yeah, let's do it, So I think it's a lot different.
Well,
I have a
I mean,
question for her. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, if it's working for you, I guess. But I would say that's a gross exception to the norm.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's different.
Because most men.
Oh, trust me, they're
Most
not
men
going
aren't
for it.
gonna. Yeah, I mean, I have your picture going up in the background. Most men don't want their woman.
They're
that
not going for
claiming.
it. Oh yeah, trust
With
me.
their Instagram like that.
And I've cut off a lot of guys that
When was
work
the
for
last
it.
time you wore a bra?
I don't know. Actually, I really don't know.
Shit, you don't need it.
I really don't know. But I just got my boobs redone, so I'm not wearing it.
Nailed it.
All right. What about you? And then you can ask her question.
See, I have a Leo rising. I'm just kidding. No, I think I'm on the same page as Alexis with like I would give up my personal, but I don't know about like my business when it comes to astrology. Just because I feel like sharing this with people, or maybe I would just go like website based, but I would give up my personal page for the right, like in those circumstances, yeah.
Good. Glad
You're
to
like, good.
No.
glad to know. So
But you do astrology?
You
Yeah,
guys
but
won't
they
have
don't
to
show
worry
it.
about following Jessica tomorrow.
You're like, that won't be there.
tonight, right?
just kidding.
And then there's
Just
me.
kidding. Nah, I mean, just kidding. Like I said,
Plotted this
exceptions. I'm more accepting of the situation you have than
Yeah.
most men would be.
Facts.
But what were you gonna ask her?
Yes, I just wanted to know, so in your current relationship, did you guys like set rules or?
It was definitely talked about. And honestly, I didn't even mean to end up in anything like this, but I mean, I was engaged for 5 years, so I just got out of that like maybe a year and a half ago. So after that, I just ran with it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
it's been great.
I guess something that would be of interest around the table is like, what is your ideal relationship that you would look for? Whether that's I just want to cohabitate with someone, you're good being by yourself, or you ladies interested in like the idea of marriage and kids or like because it could.
Well,
It could change everything.
Him and I have talked about that, but obviously we're going to run up our bag for the next, couple years. When I'm like 33, 34, yeah, I'll eventually settle down. But right now I'm like in my prime, making money. I mean,
How
I work
old are you?
nationwide. I'm 31.
31. Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple years left for me.
90% of your eggs are gone. You gotta jump on this shit.
There are women having babies at 40. No way.
Not a lot.
Geriatric pregnancies.
Yeah, it's a geriatric pregnancy. At
I feel like
35 years old.
nowadays it's so common. I know
not.
so many girls that are older than me that are just now pregnant and stuff, and they're perfectly
But
fine.
but it's harder to get pregnant. It's harder to bring that child to term.
I work out every day though too, and I keep it pretty healthy.
But I mean, you're already losing tons of eggs. Like 90% of them are gone. So
You know
the older
what?
you get, the less likely.
if it ain't in me, it ain't in me. Fuck it.
I guess.
You could freeze her eggs.
That
Good.
only works 30% of the time.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I've done my research.
Kim K didn't have kids till 33, so I'm going based off her right now.
God, bro.
All right. This one you guys will have fun with. What is one thing you wish the opposite sex understood? And we will start with you.
Fuck.
I'm actually curious to hear your answer.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear my answer too.
Make it good.
I had to think about this one.
Otherwise,
Now fuck that bitch.
I don't know how much like intellectual connection is so important for women. Like, just like sexual connection is so important for men. Like, I feel like women.
I feel like attention is more important than intellectual bit for women. I feel like sex is to men what attention is to women.
What?
Like,
We
you
someone
need
to-
attention. You need reassurance. You need to be seen. You need to
Sure,
be. I feel
but
like that's more
also-
important than someone who can have a deep conversation. Because a lot of motherfuckers are dumb, and you'll be fine with a dumb dude as long as he's handsome.
I won't be good.
And
with
if he's
that.
rich,
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm saying like I'm not saying dumb, but like shallow, not a ton of substance. Maybe not you in particular, but
Yeah, no, I
on
mean,
the balance
like,
of probabilities.
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, even when I was single, like if I can't talk to you,
Exactly.
like,
They get cut off real
said,
quick
ew.
in the beginning.
Like-
I have a lot of that.
yeah, and I
happening
think
in Hinge right now.
like, you know how it's like women kind of like submit to like, even if they're not in the mood, they'll have sex. Men won't talk when they're not in the mood to like intellectually stimulate a woman most of the time. Like, they'll be like, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. Let's not talk about that.
I do that. No, I what the fuck? If I don't want, if I mean, I don't want to necessarily say it like that, but yeah, I'd rather not talk if I just got home or if you've already been talking all goddamn day. Like, it's like I'm talked out, bro. Like,
I mean, I
can
understand.
you just be near me and shut the fuck up?
I get it. I guess I'm
Like,
saying like,
my
really how men
intellectual
are.
connection is put your foot somewhere near me. You know what I'm saying? There, we're connected. Let's watch this shit.
but so what I think that the opposite sex understood, because I mean, even in past relationships or even like hearing of couples or
better
like
not have dated
my
nobody for me.
clients, shut up, clients especially who I coach, their biggest thing is like this communication divide, or like that men don't listen, or they don't want to hear about their day, or like they don't even know what's going on in their life.
Because men just don't pay attention.
So what you're saying is you wish we listened more?
Wish they understood how important intellectual, because I feel like they would get head every day if they were like, how was your day? I want to hear all about your feelings right now.
Well, I would say that if you gave us that every day, we'd be like, hey, I would like to hear about your feelings. Go ahead and unload your day on me. Because my balls are empty and now I can focus.
Oh my God. Yeah, right. You just go to sleep. But anyways.
Right.
That's because you don't do it until it's 10 o'clock. I got to wake up at 4.
Anyways, this doesn't
Blow me when I get home. You can talk the rest of the night.
To the rest of the people, this doesn't pertain to us. So.
You know what, though?
I put out often.
That's why he's smiling so much on it.
Right.
I'm not finished.
But what about, you say, like, emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because-
Being emotionally intelligent.
That's a buzz term. Fuck that term.
No,
Go
no.
ahead.
There's
There's a
something to
book
say
on it.
between EQ and IQ, like
Yes.
your intellectual versus your emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I generally here, because I can't speak specifically. You specifically might be really pulled towards someone who can intellectually conversate with you, but
Yeah.
generally, I don't think that's true with women. Because
Really?
yeah, because I only want to talk if it's something like, I question the purpose of what I'm doing. Hey, where did Valentine's Day come from? and have these types of conversations. Most women are like, I don't care. Put something in front of me that's
Literally.
nice, and it's simple.
I think that's the biggest thing is what you want to talk about goes in one ear and out the other.
I think I was meant to be a dude.
For us. What
You're like,
we,
I don't give a fuck about
I'm like,
that.
I don't give a shit.
Well,
So,
I feel like I'm simple.
Because here's the difference. Here's the fundamental difference between male and female. Is women are interested in people, men are interested in things. So if you want to talk, like he said, where did Valentine's Day come from? How did we get here? Where do you think this started? Then we can talk about it. But if you want to talk about like, I was talking to this girl earlier, and I saw this post, and it just made me feel this kind of way, and like. There was
I'm not saying
the
you
way
have
this
to
girl
be-
looked at me at the gym was so
No.
rude, and and I'm just like, well, how were gyms started? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about the like how we got to this girl looking at you
Bro, I'm
rude.
so done right like,
See, that's deep. I'm talking about like. My thing is, for example, on Valentine's Day, I'm one of the people that thinks I can do this stuff at any time. Will I do something if you really like it? Yeah, no problem. But I like to have a conversation that you know where this started from. You know what I'm saying? You want
Oh,
a
yeah,
flower?
I'm not doing all
Cool,
that.
You want this? Cool. You want to go fucking to this fancy ass restaurant? You want to go on a plane and a jet to go get whatever I can do?
no, that should
I'm
be
cool
every
with
week
it.
anyways.
Please.
If you
I need good dinners every week, baby.
But and that's the difference. Most, generally speaking, girls I feel like want that attention, whether it's from their man, like, hey, give me attention, listen to what I'm saying. But men and women, we speak different languages.
Yeah.
And men have been raised to always say, hey, this is what women want. And we get burnt, and it's like, you're going to learn what to do in these situations. I don't know. And it varies depending on culture and household, but how many women are told that? Like, this is what you need to do. This is how men are. Women have cycles, and so do men.
I would say I agree that we definitely speak different languages. The biggest divide in what you guys are talking about and the intellectual or emotional intelligence you want from us is the simple fact that men are solution-based creatures. So as soon as you start talking about anything emotional, anything about how you feel, we're instantly trying to solve it. So it's not that we don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about your feelings. We want, okay, feeling was
How are you
hurt.
gonna fix it?
Feeling was hurt. Here's my solution. You see what I'm saying? But you just want to vent. And that is our divide. We do need to work on it. Men, we need to work on that.
Thank you.
Which
I was gonna
is
say.
that just let her fucking talk, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to listen to. Just, oh, hang on. Okay, so...
See,
You know, Jenna. Listen, okay? Because when I was a little girl, my mom, and that's basically where this started. So you have to deal with that, okay? Once you get past that,
You know what I sound like?
Not you, women in general.
Dude, I just wish men would understand to put the fucking toilet seat down. I don't even get deep like that. Just put the fucking toilet seat down. That's it.
Then you're
I'm different. I think I'm meant to be a dude or something.
That shouldn't. I mean, you said you're 31. You shouldn't be running into that anymore.
Dude, no. Men do that all the time.
That's the crazy
Now,
shit.
I will say we have awful aim. But,
that too.
Hold on. In my house, I sit, I wipe the seat, and it's never flush and never left with the top.
See, man, I deal with some thugs. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I got a little thuggery too, but I never do that. There's cleanliness and there's thuggery.
Exactly.
Like I don't
There's
have
just
nothing
don't
on my
give a
walls.
fuck.
On my I come out the shower and I'm right here. If I run through that, the seat's going down.
There's just don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, no,
You're like, I'm a thug everywhere but the bathroom.
Motherfucker gotta be clean. No, I learned that shit a long time ago. I made sure that my bathroom was always clean because I always had bitches coming over. The last thing I wanted to do is
Imagine.
yeah,
I gotta go.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if they, can I use
It's
your
not that
restroom?
it's dirty. It's that the seat just be up.
I know, but my seat's down too.
That just bothers me. Like,
Plus, I'd be taking a lot of dumps. The last thing I want to do is go sit on it and fucking fall in. That would be terrible.
I'd be taking a lot of time.
I got a big butt. There's nothing worse than an unexpected wet butt.
Hey, yo,
Big
pause.
I'm done with him.
Pause. Oh, my
He's
bad.
done.
Wait, so sorry. You don't
What?
You know what I meant. I meant falling in the toilet. Anyway.
But what about you?
Yeah, what? Or wait, no, she didn't answer.
That's what I said. I'm not like, I don't know. I think after my engagement broke off, I'm like, I'm not like deep like that anymore. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I'm
Why?
like, do whatever. Cause it's way easier to not be like that. Sit there, get home about my day, bitching about the dumbest things. Like, no guy wants that. He wants his piece. I want my piece. You ain't gonna stress me out on my phone. We good.
Nailed it.
I'll just be chilling.
Miss Lex.
Do you think that'll last long term though? Or
Yeah.
do you think that's just a stage?
No, I think the guy that I'm talking to right now, yeah. I'm probably gonna move to Houston. So, actually, that's what we're on the phone conversation about right now. That's why I put my phone down, because he's over here like, so you're coming tomorrow? Like, no, I'm not moving tomorrow. Like, chill out. But, yeah, just chill.
Moving in together?
Yeah, he wants that. Do I want that right now? Not really.
Especially so.
I see why they
sounds
told
like
you
open
throat grown on that other
relationship.
podcast. Your voice is fucked up.
It's
My
like
voice is
permanently
just like
damaged.
this.
Just glop, glop,
I'm just
glop.
raspy.
Permanently damaged. Scar
But yeah,
tissue.
no. It might be.
Massage her.
I got you, girl.
I'm done.
What do you wish
I'm done with y'all.
the opposite sex understood?
So I've been able to meditate on this.
Okay.
And
Sensational.
no, so this is going to be in regards to my mothers out there, like childbirth. I really wish men understood more about the recovery process after childbirth. And I don't even mean in just a physical sense, because we do have growths for that, you know what I'm saying? So there's a solution for that. But there's hormones that are imbalanced for, and I just read something like it takes 2 years for a woman to get back to her normal self.
I'm so glad you said this because this is such
It's
a good one.
huge. It's huge. So many relationships don't last during that time period because I feel like
You're like, I'm gonna start crying right now.
no, not at all. But I am passionate about it because I mean, not only with my own personal situation, but I see my friends go through it, associates. Like it's everywhere. I feel like it's a modern day epidemic, honestly.
They
Just
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
broken
fine.
families.
It's
There's
part of depression. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yes, but even without the label, because a lot of us, don't like get diagnosed, but it's just like, so even if you don't go get diagnosed, it's like you need to realize stuff is going to be different for a while, especially if, like, okay, my case, you're breastfeeding, those hormones are still going on, you know what I mean? So for me, it's like your woman is going to be more emotional. So what I'm looking for is like, I need the man. You need to be my rock. I don't need you to match me on my emotional state. I need the opposite. I need to.
Men do that.
be
I've seen girls go through that.
Literally, my ex.
Have you ever tried to?
Smoke weed every day.
That might help.
Yes, but I was breastfeeding. Well, I was breastfeeding.
Of course this one tweet. It didn't help.
I was breastfeeding, and the research is still out on that, so I would only dibble and dabble is what I'm saying. So
edibles, whatever, you're good.
Fuck the child. Who cares what effects it has on
No,
the
that's
baby?
a great one that you bring up, because those first 2 years are hard as fuck, and like men don't understand it at all. They're just, I mean, obviously it does, like when they become a dad, like not much changes. Like their schedule, their life. Their what?
Testosterone.
Does what?
It does.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains him matching the amount, but there's still gotta be like
But I'm also talking about like lifestyle. Like their lifestyle doesn't change much. Like go to work, go get their coffee in the morning, go to work. Like everything. Because I have to be up all night with a baby. I can't like be in a car. No, you're on a baby schedule, so there's not, and you're not going alone to go get coffee.
You act like the baby is a prisoner.
So this is a prime example. Men don't fucking understand.
They move to your beat.
No,
with you.
I'm talking about you get to just like, I want to get coffee.
Just get up and be independent and do whatever you
by
want.
myself. I don't have to get anybody else ready. I don't have to worry about nobody else but myself. And I get to go to work. I get to come home when I want.
bitch!
Oh my god.
Listen.
But those first 2 years are hard as fuck.
That was
Is that what Troy did? Just get up, go to work, dip.
Of course, I had to handle my business. If I didn't do that, she wouldn't have had kids in the first fucking place. Okay? First of all.
Right, and that's understandable, and I want that.
Because you're taking
but
care of
still
home.
maintain your logical side. You know what I mean? What I
That wasn't the
So
problem
your
she had.
experiences with emotions?
My experience.
She said her man got soft on her. I didn't get soft on you. I got harder on you, and you got mad about it.
Yeah.
But there still needs to be
Tough love.
It's never.
I feel like he's like that anyways, though.
See,
Yeah, he is a tough
in
love
that
guy.
case would need to be like more understanding though. Whether it's you being too being too hard or being too soft, the root issue is still the same. Which is
See, here's the thing. This is why she said she agreed and all that other stuff. And after this, I want your take, guys.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with people and society today in this country, period, is excuses. Majority of the shit we're bitching about are first world privileges to be able to bitch about. Have you ever been to Rocky Point?
Yeah. Trash.
I have not.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
I haven't.
Have you ever been to any other country than America?
I have not.
Okay. Well, take a 4-hour drive to Mexico. As soon as you cross the border, you see an entirely different level of poverty than you've ever seen. Think about the poorest neighborhood you've ever been in America, and then cross the border into Mexico. 10 times worse.
5-year-olds selling bracelets on the side of the street.
5-year-olds, children.
Literally, they
barely have running water, barefoot, tattered clothes, whatever the case may be. But you'll see smiles. Mm-hmm. You'll see kids playing and having fun. You'll see people outside cooking and making shit happen. Mm-hmm. They don't have time to bitch. Mm-hmm. So, and they get pregnant too. Mm-hmm. And they're not worried about their emotions and how they feel and all that other bullshit because they've got shit to do. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for me, it's just excuses. And that's, I may sound like an asshole about it, but it's a privilege to bitch about your hormones. Because the rest of the world, in the totality, doesn't get to do that. You see what I'm saying? When you have a man who's leaving to go pay all these fucking bills and taking care of these kids and all this other shit, the last thing I want to hear about is how you feel about your hormone imbalance. You know what I'm saying? What if I had those same hormone imbalances when doing that shit to you, especially while you're doing it? That's just, you know what I mean? Chaos. But I don't get to have the emotional imbalances. I have to be a man all the time. Because if I'm not, you wouldn't feel safe enough to give me children in the first fucking place. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I was just hard about it. I understand it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's a crutch to lean on when at the end of the day, no matter how you feel, how you react to what's going on is still a choice. You see what I'm saying? I get up every day and do shit I don't want to do.
That's big.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So why are you any different, especially if we're supposed to be equal? Because women are fighting, this whole feminist movement is fighting for equality. If you're a human, just like I'm a human, regardless of our different builds, you still have a mind and you're in control of that thing. That is the one thing you are in control of. You're not in control of your surroundings. You're not in control, to an extent, you're not in control of what you were given, what nature's provided for you, but you are in control of how you react to it. So I have very little sympathy for it. This is all. I mean, I'm an asshole about it, but it is what it is.
I would say, to answer the question about what I wish the opposite gender would understand more of, I don't really have an answer, but I like to talk it that way. Because, look, for me, it's nothing. Because I don't think there's something that can be just magically happen.
Just one thing. Just one thing that would make a relationship between you and a woman easier.
I'll pick this right here then. Understanding that you have the right to emotionally react, or to have the emotion to something, like to feel, sad, mad, angry, frustrated, whatever your hormones are telling you. That's like good. You have that right. But how you react and show up and treat someone who you've decided to have kids or be in a long-term relationship or get married to is very important. Because for us men, we don't get to emote. We really don't. Unless we have guys or brothers or an OG that we call them, like, man, this shit, we just swallow this shit up. And if we hang out, what do? Drink? I don't drink, but watch a game. Maybe get on a video game, go lift.
You must have dealt with a bunch of bitches in my day. They be crying and shit.
And that's why they can't. And that's why they're not there.
They be crying and shit.
That's not why they're. Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Hell yeah.
And that's why they're not with
men
you.
Be crying to me. I leave. Bye.
Exactly. Because we're not allowed to do that.
It's not that. It's just like you're doing it more than me, and I make way more money than you, so I don't really have time.
So exactly. So those men were emasculate. They emasculated themselves. They didn't find their masculinity here.
Right.
And part of that is, listen, if I wanted to cry, that's fucking go for a drive, a tear drops, flick it off, and go do what you got to do.
I think I scare men.
Men wouldn't scare me, but men don't have the time to sit back and be like, this is how I feel. I can't fucking wake up and go, make money, pay my bills, take care of my family.
Closer to the mic.
Get closer to the mic. But it's this balance, of, hey, I understand you're emotional. I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. I mean, me individually, I'm always that type. Okay, tell me how you feel. And it's my job to be the mountain to listen. But for me, it comes down to respect. You mess with me, respect / AK peace. And now I'm going to have to remove myself from that situation. So that's one thing I would choose, Troy, is the understanding that you can have your emotion, but you are not your emotion. Mm-hmm. You choose how to show up, because men's testosterone spikes, their libido could be sky high, and you're like, you just want me. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. And you're like, you just want me for physical. Not knowing that how most men connect emotionally with a woman is through physical contact. And I'm saying generally, there's people that are, could be different in your love language or whatever you want to say is this and that, but we connect emotionally through physical touch. When we're only putting it in one place or focusing it mostly in one place, that's a sign.
Yeah.
And you're right. All men should be the things that you guys say, but bashing the lesser men aren't gonna help solve problems. Because men are getting softer. They're not understanding. I can't do this. But then guess what? You run into a woman who's like, your love is too tough for me. Well, look at the world. Look at it. So if it's too soft and it's too hard, there's somewhere in the middle that you've got to be like, listen, you're not the one for me, or I understand where you're coming from. Like, you can't tune a man to be exactly what you want him to be. Mm-hmm. You're with him because of who he is, right? So if he's too soft, maybe you need to make a decision to not be with him.
It just takes a lot for me to submit to any man, and this is the first time I've actually kind of submitted and actually submitted. With my last relationship, I was doing whatever the hell I wanted. I was cheating. Yeah, I cheated. Are you going to take me back? What are you going to do? Like, they always take me back. So this is the first time I've actually been put in my place, and it's hard to put me in my place.
Wait a minute.
I feel like a lot of that has to do with you just not being with the right men. But also,
might be it too.
To be perfectly honest, and you can take it how you want to take it, but your lifestyle isn't going to attract the right man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I can see them being simps. You know what I mean? You got a lot going on.
Right.
Most of the men, but there's a lot of high value, high profile men will sleep with you, but keep you long term. It's not a good look for their brand a lot of the times, all kinds of things. But you don't give a shit, so it doesn't matter. One thing that I wish the opposite sex understood would be Yeah, honestly, just shutting the fuck up. I'm sorry. That's a big one for me. I feel like it's a big one for a lot of males. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. It's not that I don't like talking to you. It's simply that I don't want to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Which is odd because I talk on here. I talk all day at work. I have a lot to say. However, this is my safest space. This is a house, my woman, my home. And you, as my woman or women, are my safe space. And you're my peace. And when I walk through that door, that's all I want. We're going to connect a lot more and have a whole lot more intellectual energy being exchanged by me laying on you with my arms around you.
You might suffocate her.
Huh?
You should lay
No,
on
just
her.
my head.
No.
Just my head around her belly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And shut the fuck up. Play on your phone. Do whatever you want. Just be near me, and we're good. You know, that's what I wish that they understood. And also the other one is, I mean, that's just something men have to get better at, period, which is telling the truth. I wish women could handle the truth. Women cannot handle the truth, which is why they get lied to. Men fall in love with what they see, women fall in love with what they hear. So, and based on what women are attracted to, lying evens the playing field. So, because if every man told you exactly what he's thinking when he meets you, nobody would ever get laid. Nobody would ever get laid. I'm talking about initial meet, first meet. Hey, how you doing? You're sexy. I want to put this thing in every one of those holes you mentioned earlier.
I feel like guys have said that though.
Sure, but you put that out there.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I just live a different lifestyle.
Look at the picture. I would have said that to you too.
And I would have been like, let's go or let's not go. One or the other.
True, but most men can't say that. And then, and again, you got to understand, most men aren't attractive. Most men are invisible to women, so he can't even get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if he tries to talk to you, you know what I mean? Right? But yeah, your average conversation with most men, if they initial meet is, I like you, I find you attractive, I want to sleep with you. Afterwards, I can decide if I like you. But most men and women, just like we started the show with, if you didn't have a vagina, what would you do? We don't have shit in common. I don't know a lot of women with hobbies. Do you guys have hobbies?
Yeah. I do.
What's your hobby?
I like to relax in the jacuzzi.
That's not a fucking hobby.
Oh, excuse
We work out.
No, that's
we
downtime.
like to work out. That's a hobby.
It's what?
That's downtime. That's
Working out is a hobby.
A hobby is drawing.
Gardening.
A hobby is
skill
gardening
set.
could potentially
That's
be a
a
hobby.
hobby.
Yeah. Baking.
Coloring.
What about watching television?
No, that's not.
A hobby is like working out or
Do you play
traveling.
pickleball?
Traveling.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Are you good at water polo?
Taking dance classes.
Exactly. Those are hobbies.
It's
Are
something
you?
you can get
so
good
funny.
at. Like,
Yeah.
Can you get good at watching TV or just sitting there? You know, like I love the jacuzzi too. But if I
I'm
go,
a
I love
fucking
my
expert.
chill time.
Everywhere.
Working out is a
People
hobby
binge
though.
like me.
Yeah, like I really like my chill time. I feel like that should be considered a hobby. But like,
She's
well, I don't know what to say.
Do you have a hobby?
Working out is a hobby.
I mean, it's, for her, it's more of a.
Like,
Well, I used to do fitness
routine.
bikinis, so like that was a hobby. Like I was obsessed with that shit.
I'll give you a
Troy.
Huh?
I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Can I do that? Can I cross the?
Go for it, bro.
Oh,
You're
here
a
we
guest
go.
host. You help me.
Hell yeah! So when you
Help
say
me help you.
help me understand what's going on. Make this make sense, motherfucker.
Make it make sense.
it makes sense.
So you say you
Bingo.
like to not talk. Are you talking about at all when you come home? Or are you talking about right when you get home for like an hour or 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Right when I get home or while I'm at work. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're gonna call me, it needs to be something important. Don't call me just to call me or because something popped in your head. Just
That's what text is for. No.
yeah, that's exactly what text
No,
is
I
for,
can
and I
agree
will
with that,
respond to you
though.
when I can respond to you.
I can agree
but
with
if but I here's the thing. I trust the women that I choose.
Right.
And I trust that you're wise enough, smart enough, and capable enough to figure it out without me. If you aren't, that's when you call. But if you can make a choice, make a fucking choice. I give you all free autonomy to make any decision about this household, any decision about our children, any decision financially. Okay. But if you're truly unsure, that's when you bother me.
Did you know Jessica sold the house?
Right?
Y'all moving now. So that's something actually all men need is a transition period. And that's something most men wish women knew. Like, if a man goes to office, wherever that office is, works and does whatever labor he has, when he comes through the door, first thing he might want to do is for like 30 minutes. That's why men hide in the bathroom.
Down.
On the phone, fucking watching this.
I'm the same way, though.
Half an hour, though.
When I leave the club at night, I don't want to hear no music at the end of the night. I don't want to hear shit. Don't even talk
That's because
to
your
me.
ears probably hurt.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything.
Can one of you guys grab me an ice cube out of that freezer right there?
No stress.
He was talking. Do you mind grabbing it?
Thank you so much.
It's a big ass ice cube.
You want me to grab it? Because I'm going to grab my vape anyways. I'll get it.
Okay.
I got you.
It's like in a little tray there.
Do you need a massage?
Yeah, I do.
Have you ever had a massage by two people? We'll do it.
What the fuck,
Troy, maybe this moment, and a woman immediately is like, I want to go out for dinner. I want to do this. And sometimes men are like, and they can't say, leave me alone, or like, give me, why do you need 10 minutes? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah,
it's
like nothing's
20 minutes. You know, just.
I just battled with the world today.
Yeah.
And now I have to battle. Yeah, that one.
I'm not even too high on that. Mine's like 10 minutes. So let me check my shit.
Yeah, and that's understandable because guess what? Like, I feel the same way, and I honestly feel like this needs to be an honest conversation that has to be had, you know, before you go into a relationship with somebody, like in the dating stages, you know. And I just feel like a lot of that is getting overlooked and missed, and you know, we're not being honest with each other like we should be. Because I don't like being bombarded right when I get home. I want to relax. Like, I like my space. I like my chill time for a little bit. If anything, because my love language is physical touch. So it's like, if anything, like, let's just hold me at first, you know? So
Put my leg around your leg.
Can you wait for 20 minutes, though, before we start doing all that cuddling stuff? Like, the only people who get an excuse, you get a hug and a kiss immediately.
Oh, okay.
Right? You get a hug and a kiss immediately. And then the kids get about 3 to 8 minutes of, I can't tell them no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then leaving the fuck alone for about 25 to 45 minutes.
Transition period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let me take my shoes off. You know what I'm saying?
I can do that, but my thing is, and I feel like a lot of women can, but are men being
I get it.
honest
We get
about
it.
this?
Well, see, here's the thing. We get it. You guys are.
See, I love my guy.
You guys. You guys may have been bored all damn day, or you're just excited to see us and all that other junk. You know, so I understand it, but like still.
But she's saying, why can't we be honest? I'll tell you why. Most times when men are saying something that's like, this is how I am, this is what it is, it's like, why? What's wrong? And it's like, you kind of, it doesn't.
You don't want to hear the truth.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
I like the truth, actually.
Well, again, you're an exception to most women. Like you just said, you're supposed to be a dude. You're transmental.
Might be a Leo. Wait, what's everybody's? I'm a Leo though. I feel like Leo's like just.
Yeah, I mean, you're an attention whore. You're.
Yep.
But also like.
I'm loyal.
Yeah, loyal and. Yeah.
Wait, time out.
Leos are loyal. When they want to be. When they want to be.
Okay.
When they want to be.
So is that really loyal then?
That's when I want to be.
Well, it's see, here's the thing. I don't think she's ever been true. I don't think she's ever truly been in love.
Maybe not.
Because
that 5 years might have been a waste of time.
When you're for real in love and a Leo is for real in love, they're not gonna do anything. But if you fuck up anywhere, loyalty's gone.
You razzle, I'm a dazzle.
That's the problem. You're loyal, meaning I'm gonna stay here, but you've already mentally lost me. You know what I'm saying? So, and if anybody else entices me enough to go do some shit, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So you can quickly become a placeholder boyfriend in a Leo's mind.
You can.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess that was mine on that. Does anybody have anything to say about what I said about leaving us the fuck alone?
I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm gotten better at that.
Better.
He said it without saying it. You know, I own a lot of businesses too, okay?
How many businesses? do you
Chat,
I have
let
4
us
other
know
businesses.
if we sound good. We had some technical difficulties. We're back.
Are we?
Yeah, we're back now.
Wait, is that when the little thing blinks up there?
Yeah, that's the sound, and then the square is that we're
Wait,
live.
so hopefully, what part did we miss?
We were.
When
It
Troy
was
was
about
like-
me saying.
Dang.
Yeah, not saying
That was
shit.
pretty good too.
We're good.
We're good. Okay. Put the comments back up here, and so we can see. I want to. You guys, let me know if we're back. But anyway, yeah. So that's all I wish that the opposite knew. And then I asked if anybody had anything to say about what I said, and I was talking about the lazy boy, and you had to break it in, and then that's your motherfucking chair, and don't nobody better sit there. You know what I'm talking about?
I think if both people are like, you don't like the emotionally intelligent, but if you're aware of how this person
Yeah,
communicates,
I just don't like the phrase emotional intelligence. I don't like any of the buzz terms that Twitter uses, and women shout to either degrade somebody or say what men aren't capable of, and all these other things. Like women loosely throw misogyny around, not knowing what it means.
well, that's improperly using the
Narcissism.
word.
Huh?
That's improperly using the word.
Well,
That's not
they
knowing
do it all the
English.
time. Like just calling somebody a narcissist.
I still never understood
Narcissist
that.
has such a negative connotation to it when you say it out loud. You say you're a narcissist. Look up the definition. You want to know what the definition of narcissism
Oh,
is?
no, I agree with you, but I don't think emotional intelligence.
Or the word gaslighting. That's
Yeah, I
another one.
fucking hate that one.
I hate that one too.
People don't know what it actually means.
I hate when I be told I'd do that.
You've been told that?
This is the definition. This is the definition of narcissist.
Okay, what is it?
A person who has an excessive interest and or admiration of themselves.
Right, right. So, wouldn't you say...
Yeah.
Now when you put it at me...
You look like you be in the gym taking pictures of yourself and shit.
You know what's funny? Look at what I actually post versus what
Just
I take.
because you post it doesn't mean you don't do it.
No.
Look at his picture up there.
What
He's
is
full
this?
of it.
Let me
fucking
see it.
fun.
Dude, let me see it.
Look
Hold
at
on.
himself.
I didn't see it because
You're
I
not
follow
allowed to
myself.
be handsome as a man and not
I just
be
don't-
full of
I
yourself.
just own my-
Look at
I
that.
own
Look at
my-
that. He's staring off into greatness.
Oh yeah, you just.
That's the thinker, you know? The thinker.
That's
I
funny.
like that picture.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would
I
probably
like
try
that.
to slide into the DMs because to me that shows
Girl, if you don't
your-
get off your game
Are you on the game?
now.
That's my hobby.
There you go.
She could
Candy
have
Crush?
She could have built a
You
skill
play
set.
Candy Crush?
No, it's kind of like Candy Crush though. It's called Royal Match.
Dude, that shit's
I'm
addicting.
I'm on level like 1800 or some shit.
Oh,
It ain't
wow.
built a bear workshop.
Okay.
We can
All
hear
right.
now.
So next question: when is it okay to express boundaries in a relationship?
Can
We'll
you
start
give
with you.
us
We went
context?
this way. So context: you're dating somebody 4 to 6 weeks. And is it okay then?
I feel like don't tell me shit at
At
that
what
point.
time? At what point in your relationship is it okay to enforce boundaries or express what you are or
To be
aren't
like,
okay
I don't
with?
want you in the club anymore.
Yeah, whatever it is,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
boundaries you have.
You gotta have a ring on my finger to be telling me anything.
Okay, so.
But you gotta be acting like a wife before somebody would take you.
Yeah, but if you. Sorry, let me go first. My bad.
I might have an unpopular opinion on this one because I believe.
Say it.
Yeah, so I definitely will. I believe that there is no specific time frame. I feel like boundaries should always be able to be expressed. That's not that's a respect thing. You know what I mean? So even if I start a relationship with somebody and something doesn't come up until 3 months in, if I lay this boundary down, that's the boundary. You either take it or leave it, and I feel like that should be respected on, female and males. It should be respected both ways.
I like it.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Because women we need our validation.
I knew that
Give
was
her her flowers.
Right. Waiting for my roses.
I knew that was coming.
See, I'm not the type of girl that's gonna tell you, oh, you can do this, you can't do that, you can do this. I'm not going through your Instagram likes to see who you're talking to. I'm not doing any of that. So I feel like Unless you actually discuss that you're actually in a relationship with somebody, then I don't think you can really tell anybody anything, is how I think of it.
Well,
It's
let's say you're in a
mess-
long-term relationship.
So, I mean, long term is like over a year. Is that what you would say?
Yeah.
Okay, over a year. And then what? They tell you, oh, I don't want you to work in the nightclub anymore. Okay, so are you going to give me $50,000 to go build this business and do that? Because if you're not doing A, B, and C for me to do that, then why would I stop my money? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So, but
So I'm saying, like, the boundaries would have to come with, it has to come with something that entices that person to want to leave that.
sure. But I mean, that sounds good. But if you're with somebody that you love, admire, and respect, and they're handling their business, and typically financially secure enough, why are you worried about $50,000 if all your bills are paid? If you're still living the lifestyle
See,
that
I
you'd
like to work.
live.
I wouldn't want to just be
No,
like
I'm
a
not saying
housewife.
that you
and just
don't
like be
have
at
to work,
home.
but
Or
why
like
can't
stop.
you do something
Like, why would I
else?
stop doing OnlyFans? Because when you're on OnlyFans with me, you're already doing it with me, and then
See,
all of a
that's different.
sudden you're over
comparing
here.
it to that. I'm talking about a
Yeah.
normal relationship.
Well, hey, you asked each person's opinion.
All right.
We have each person's opinion.
Well, yours is irrelevant.
Damn, I'm just irrelevant in this whole podcast.
But what is?
She belongs to the streets.
What is normal nowadays, though, Troy? Because I feel like we're living in a.
Oh, for sure. You're right. That normal. I'm not in a normal relationship, so I get that. But
Where's the definition of normal?
huh?
Where's the
I
clear
mean, yeah. There's a traditional. Traditional
Yeah.
is what I'm referring to.
Right.
Man and woman monogamy, long term and/or marriage, looking for a family. If you have that and you have a man handling his roles and you're handling your roles, and there's boundaries. Because the reason I brought this up was because of the whole Jonah Hill thing. But I want you to answer before I say what I was going to say. Oh, I didn't know you brought this here. But what did you say? Or when are boundaries okay to bring up?
I would say right out the gates, like just show your best hand at the table when you sit down, like who you are, who you aren't. Because I have something to say about the traditional relationships, because a lot of those end because there's a lot of untraditional things happening behind closed doors. So like there are non-traditional things that are happening and people are like shame, poly, OnlyFans, da 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 da. However, the woman is wearing whatever they want behind the man's back, or the man is cheating on the woman all the time. So on Instagram, they look like they have a traditional home of one man, one woman, kids. We go on family trips, we do the things. But I would rather have my shit out in the open from jump than live a lie, because I feel like a lot of these traditional relationships are lies.
Exactly.
True.
Working in the nightclub, I deal with so many married men that their wives are calling me, is he doing this? Is he doing that? Girl, I just booked his table. I don't know what he's doing. You damn well know he's out doing the most.
Yeah, so I would say when your boundaries or whatever, like I think from jump, like that's gonna weed out who is or isn't for you. So even like our situation, like I'm from jump telling these women like, yes, I have a man and this is the situation that we're looking for. This is how the dynamic works. And you would be surprised how many people are open to having that conversation versus like
Not.
whatever. Yeah, like
They're open from it coming from you.
Yeah.
They're only open for it coming from me after they start talking to me.
After they start talking to you, yeah, for a little while, but I mean, it's not like a year in and then you're
Oh
like...
yeah. Oh, by the way,
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
I'm a
like...
multiple girl guy.
But you don't like...
I'm sorry you're already in love, but
So I would definitely rather be my most authentic self, whoever that scares off from the jump, than be a fake lie, say what I have to say to get to where I'm at, and then be like, just kidding, I'm actually a super fucking weirdo, and hopefully you still like me. Like, I would rather.
And I eat pussy.
Right? Just a little FYI. Yeah, because I mean, there's even that. There's even married men who have to like keep their sexuality with men a secret. Or like,
See, that shit's good to me. I'm sorry. If you're low-key
Or women.
gay, that is so gay.
But there's
I just
also
can't.
that's worse than just being out.
If you're sucking dick behind my back, like just Don't fuck with me. That's just weird.
Honestly, that's my ultimate fear.
I know a lot. Okay, I have a gay friend.
Wait a minute.
A lot of people out here that you wouldn't even know. Like, straight people that you guys probably all know.
First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Closed doors. I have a gay friend, and he be trying to turn them out on purpose, and he be getting there.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
No,
I be
it's
seeing
crazy.
videos and everything.
Because your friends are bad.
And men will literally get offended.
Videos and all. I've seen it all.
Men will get offended too, because that's one of the first questions I ask.
Have you ever blown a dude?
In nicer terms.
Really,
yes,
nigga?
I just ask what your
Okay, I've never even
sexuality-
asked that, and I don't. If I even have to ask that, there's a problem.
I just ask what their sexuality is.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait. I mean, I don't blame
get that
you.
out the way.
Yeah, because
You're very handsome. Have you ever sucked dick?
No, for real, because that is my. That's
Have you
me
ever
giving
gone
them-
No, but
That's
seriously,
me
that's
giving you a chance to be honest.
But
right?
but a lot of guys will never admit that.
Never, and no, not even that, but because it's one thing to say to not admit it, but then it's another thing to like get offended and get defensive.
If you're offended, you probably didn't. You probably did it.
And that's like, but see, that's scary because most black men will get offended.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So why are you getting offended? You know?
That's bad.
No,
That's
there's people out here living a whole different story.
Yeah.
And so this traditional thing, I'm like, sure, if you're going to live it completely.
But don't be looking down
Like,
on other people that
but-
aren't.
Yeah, so if your boundaries are clear, so even the Jonah Hill shit, how you were talking about it, I'm like, some people ain't even bold enough to say some shit with their chest. And so if my conversations got leaked, I'm like, eat a dick for having something to say about
Right.
it.
Like,
It's
that's
like the
disrespectful.
legit
I gotta
lines
see
that I
this
drop.
Oh, you got. I was
But
gonna
it's
send
like,
it to
don't
you
screenshot
later.
what I said. I know what the fuck I said.
It was this
Like,
simple.
yeah.
So this is now. I was gonna talk about it on the last podcast, but on this same day, he had got accused of throwing himself at an underage girl.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
But the text messages is what drug him through the mud. It was right after the Keke Palmer stuff.
Okay.
So
I'm so thrilled.
okay, so he was dating a surfer, amateur surfer, amateur model. Okay, she's 25, he's 39. They broke up over a year ago, and she released his text messages and posted them on Instagram
For some clout. For some clout.
saying that this was abuse, emotional abuse or whatever. I mean, shit. Today I heard the term financial abuse. Like, what
I've
the
never even heard of
fuck?
that in my life. That's made up.
It was as simple as this. He said, I'm not okay with you surfing with other guys. I'm not okay with you posting bikini pictures on your Instagram. It's caused issues in the past and hurt our trust. If those are things that you want to do, that is fine. More power to you. But you won't do that and be with me at the same time. That's the
don't
basis
see
of his
anything
text.
wrong with that.
That's the basis of his text message. Everybody was getting mad at him because they had been dating, and they were saying if he liked her and he met her like that, then he shouldn't be trying to change her this far into a relationship. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with making a boundary?
So something probably
First of all,
happened
Exactly.
to make him act like that.
he and they were saying he's throwing therapy terms around and all kinds of other things. At the end of the day, it's as simple as this. As a man, if I'm dating a woman, for instance, let's just use you and your whole lifestyle as an example. If
Oh well.
So let's say I wanted to date you,
Right.
And knowing how you, that's you. This is you.
Well,
You're
no,
a club,
wait a second.
not you, but
Right, that's me.
club, OnlyFans, all of that, and I'm accepting of that. But we get a year, 2 years into this, and now I'm really in love with you. And I ask you, or finally let you know that now I'm invested in you. Because I'm invested in you, I see value in you. Now, your body ain't for the streets no more.
Right.
That's not okay for everybody else to see. It was cool while we were building and all this other shit, but now you're mine and you're somebody I want to call mine, which means all that other shit and all this other male attention gets shut the fuck down if I value you. Because again, like I said, I'm not going to park my Lamborghini in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going to keep a for sale sign on my dream home.
Right.
So you can't
Makes
do
sense.
this shit
Makes
anymore.
sense.
You know what I'm saying?
There's an exit plan.
But women want to sit there and say, well, you met her like that. Don't try and change her. What if every man said, well, bitch, you met me and I was fucking other bitches.
Right.
Don't try and change me. I'm not going to stop fucking other bitches. You met me this way. Matter of fact, that was what was attractive to you, knowing that I got bitches. So I gotta stop now because you're uncomfortable with it? You met me like this. Don't try and change me.
Yeah,
How fucking stupid does that
Yeah,
sound?
I
think
think it
it's
doesn't bother me.
ignorant.
Like, you're taking care of everything and whatever.
Well, that's what, but that's just what I'm saying. Like, that was
Yeah.
their stance. Like, you met her that way. Don't try and change her.
There's some tradition.
Okay.
He wasn't
well,
trying to change her though. He even said he just created a boundary. He said you either like it or this isn't gonna work. And I respect that.
I want to go read this thread now. Now I'm
Right.
nosy.
you'll see it. It'll come up real
Because
quick.
unless he was disrespectful about it, what's the issue?
Oh, it was real respectful.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
women,
Yeah, that's-
he got drugged worse
Why are
than
you bringing
Keke
up something
Palmer's
from a
man.
year ago? I don't even remember.
It was
something
like
a month
on
ago.
her
I'm like,
Instagram
whatever.
stories.
Which is a form of abuse, right? I
She-
thought
Exactly,
Kissy
she
and
was
was like
abusing.
manipulative and
She's
you
just
know,
trying to get.
drama.
She's trying to get clout and some followers and shit, and it
And
worked.
she clearly did, yeah, because that's ridiculous. That story even that even exploded the way it should because he was actually being mature. That's called emotional maturity. How he handled that is if it's exactly as you
You'll
said.
read it. You'll read it. It's
Yeah,
it's very
then I
similar to
want
what I just said.
people on
I
Twitter
want
are
women to know, like, and I've done the research. I've talked to doctors. I've read the books. That is okay to do and say in a relationship, in a healthy relationship. That's what's supposed to happen.
I totally agree. You should be able to, because things can come up throughout relationships that you're not
There's
okay
a lot of
with.
things.
Exactly.
A lot of things come up
Yeah.
that people are not okay
You
with.
have to be able to adapt and communicate and be honest with that person. And I respect what he did. I do.
So can I
Of course you can.
excuse me?
And
I
he's pretty
agree.
nice.
He's got
He's
such
just so-
good.
he's
He's
just
got
so
great
nice.
podcast
He's just a-
etiquette.
he's just a
He's already
gentleman.
doing this.
He's just a gentleman.
His podicate is immaculate.
That's a made up word. I don't like it. But I agree with some of the stuff you ladies are saying, and then there's some things that I'm curious about. So Jessica mentioned playing your cards, like, or showing who you are, and I think 1,000% that's important. But it very rarely happens. Like, naturally, men want to flex whatever they have as a way of showing. Even look at animals. It's the way that, biologically men in the animal kingdom, birds will puff their chest. They'll beat their, is it good? Is it
Right? Like on speakerphone over there.
So,
A few moments
Yeah.
later.
but no, I agree with it. Show who you are, right? But when you meet someone, it's called being intentional. This is what I want from you. Why do, and this directly goes towards men. If I'm just looking at somebody for a weekend or a week, why am I selling her on a lifetime?
Yeah.
Our babies are going to be cute. Well, that person is an asshole, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You got guys that are like, oh, I'm romancing or blah blah. It's like, all right, well, on to the next thing. But because I'm a traditional person, very traditional. But there's rules to being traditional, and the rules are don't fucking lie, cheat. It's like simple stuff.
Steal.
It's so simple. Being open with someone, wanting to grow with someone, but it takes people healed. You have to at some point work on yourself. That means going to therapy, opening up, and going to a therapist that works with you.
Self-development
Nope.
is key.
Continue.
I'm not going out there. No,
Therapy.
because if you had a 5-year relationship and you came out and you're like, that's worse for wear, it wasted my time. Now I don't care anymore. Do you really not care, or are you trying to avoid feeling hurt that you were before? And that's a type of change, right? So a boundary is something that you come with, right? And people change, so people's boundaries can change.
No, for sure.
So our men's boundaries, I think of it like this. You can chime in on this, obviously, but for us, men's boundaries are like women's preferences. How can a woman push her preference, which she has every right to do? I want a man who's over 6 foot or 6'2". I want him to be making, $10 million or over 100,000, whatever the preference is, and look like this, be this big in all sorts of places, this, whatever. But if I say, I don't want you posting provocative stuff and getting unnecessary
You're
attention from
controlling.
men, it's controlling. If I say, hey babe, that dress is too tight, oh well, I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who tells me what to wear when I leave the house. Fine, then don't be in a relationship with someone who pays your bills, who protects you, who genuinely loves you, maybe tough love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that love is protection. It ain't got nothing. You look fantastic in that fucking dress.
Matter of fact, I like that dress. Keep it for me.
Yeah,
right.
You strut your ass around this house. You know what I'm saying?
See, my man's so different. He's like, where's all that whole shit? Let's go.
but yeah, no. But the thing is yeah, that's why I like you. That's why I liked you in the first place. But again, now you have value. You see what I'm saying? And since I'm invested in your value, you can't just give it to everybody else. Everybody else doesn't have the right to what I value. You see what I'm saying? Think of it like a stock market investment. You bought low, it's gone high because of your feelings towards this person. You know what I'm saying? And now it's here, and you're holding on to that. You're riding that wave. You know what I'm saying? You don't just let everybody fucking have that. You won. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody can't have access to that. You know? Yes, that dress looks fantastic. However, my love for you is putting it out there that you're drawing unwanted attention to yourself. Unless you want that attention. Do you want the attention from the other man? Do you want to be catcalled? Do you want to be, because that's what you're selling. You see what I'm saying? So clearly I'm not giving you enough attention, which is why you're wearing this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because I've seen that too. You aren't giving me any attention. Let me put this tight ass dress on and let you know I'm leaving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we have to work better at it. A lot of times they're putting that shit on so you will give them attention.
True.
You know what I mean?
It's an abusive reaction. I think reactions from both genders happen all the time.
They both do it, but women are allergic to accountability. Okay, that's one. And two,
when do they find out? When does that individual, that woman find out, oh shit, that was my bad? After going through 8 relationships or divorce?
And then losing losing that man see what has to happen is they have to go back into this dating world, and as they age and realize their value has dropped significantly, they realize that they truly left somebody who really cared about them in the past. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought they could do better. Women are pros at thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Why? Because women get constant attention from other men, which means as a man, you have to stay on your P's and Q's on your attention to your woman. Because if you're not giving it to her, trust me, on average, a fucking 4 is getting 6 to 45 DMs a day if she's posting anything on her story. Any selfie on her fucking story, niggas is hollering.
But wouldn't you say that it's an advantage for a man who's about his purpose and believing in monogamy, as long as he's following the same stuff, to find a woman who's not just about attention? Because if I'm not giving it to you, you're gonna come knock on my door and be like, we're doing this now, and you need to get better at this, and I'll be like, well, damn, I'm planning these dates now.
We live in 2023.
No,
All these girls got social media.
People, if you want to be traditional, you gotta buy in. Like, I treat myself exclusively. There's plenty of beautiful women. Do I want to do this or that? Yes, but I have to stay disciplined to who I am and what I believe in, and I hold myself accountable to that first.
But we also don't have the
constant
100%. Attention that they
100%.
Get. It's easy
100%.
to, like, the way we chase money. If we have a bunch of money, we're gonna do a lot of shit to get that money.
But they say men are only as loyal as their options unless they're disciplined.
Yeah, but on top of that, like, how disciplined can you be when you have unlimited options? Even the best man, including a Drake has been rejected. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instagram makes everything accessible.
4s don't get rejected.
Makes
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
accessible.
Somebody's smashing that 4.
But that's what
You see what I'm saying? So damn the discipline.
No, for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn the discipline for us, because even the most supreme male out there with Bad Bunny, Ronaldo, all of these guys, women can and will turn them down. You know what I'm saying? But women don't have to deal with that. That's why they don't understand. Like, oh, if he was mature, it's so attractive when a man can tell these girls no. Like, bitch, shut up. Yeah. We don't have pussy thrown at us. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting catcalled.
Be quiet. I know.
You know what I'm saying? We're not getting catcalled. And,
Look, all we need
that's
is
all
two
I
or three.
want.
All we need is two.
That's the only reason I work out. That's the only reason I bought that damn car. You know what I'm saying? I want to get catcalled. I want to be treated like a fucking piece of meat. That's the only reason I wear these little ass shorts. You understand me?
Not the little shorts. Hoochie daddy shorts.
Yes.
Hoochie
I
daddy, shut up.
want
Looking for the hoochie
I want someone, a fine ass woman across the gym saying, "Hey, little daddy, I see you in them shorts."
Right,
You know what
Little
I'm saying?
daddy, big daddy.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how I'm gonna walk through the fucking gym after I hear that.
With his vest
You know what I'm
on
saying?
and all that.
Smash the beer right there. But no, because what she said is being upfront and
Which a good human
putting
should
those
be.
things. True, but
Well,
men can't do that because women can't handle the truth. So you can't tell her who you are unless you have frame. So you can, I can, because I don't give a fuck if they tell me no. I'm cool with no.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Right.
Continue your revolving door of dick and no lasting relationship because you want to fall in love with what a nigga's telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm not a one-woman man. But I'm gonna pay all your bills. I'm going to take care of you. I'm gonna love you. And you can have a very comfortable life. Do you want that or not? Okay, cool. Now that you know that, guess what? We can have a great functioning relationship. Or you can go roll the dice with another man who's gonna tell you he's gonna pay you all your bills and tell you all this shit. And then he's gonna be monogamous to you. And then go fuck other bitches anyway. And then that revolving door of dick just keeps happening. And before you know it, you're 35 years old and nobody wants your ass anymore other than for sex. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, at the end of the day, I mean, shit, look it up. Only 40% of men have procreated throughout mankind. 80% of women have. That means it's 2 women to 1 man throughout history. You've been sharing. You've all been cheated on. You all raise your hand if you know a man with more than 1 baby mama.
yep. I know someone with 6.
So
Crazy.
why is that? Because you
he's
were
a
all because you were all attracted to the same
Wasn't
type
me.
of men. Doesn't
Yes.
matter. Women are attracted to the same type of men.
Yes, that's
So
true.
since you're not even looking at the guy who's going to be monogamous to you, treat you the way you want to be treated, be nice, and not fuck other people because he can't. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're gonna go share another nigga who can fuck other bitches. So you might as well just accept it and move in. We're looking.
And moving.
But you know when these issues really proliferated? When people want to focus in on what society deems as traditional, which is, because I'm Muslim. I don't knock anyone traditional or not. Live
Right.
your life. Do you. I respect all creeds and races and people. Do what you want. Just don't hurt me or mine or come close to that. But have you realized that how many men are married with women on the side, or vice
Yeah.
versa, women with men on the side? And their
Side dude, that's so
mind is a
weird to me.
facade.
I don't know if I've ever been a side dude. But I
Once
don't
you
know if
are,
I
you
would-
learn about
I don't know if I would
the
mind
rules
it.
of that game.
I definitely know
I
I've
haven't.
slept. I've
Oh,
slept.
I'm
No,
like,
no.
I've slept with married
said he wouldn't
women.
mind
I've
it.
slept with women
Well,
with
then you
boyfriends.
know.
Well, yeah, no, I've done that, but like.
So you are the side dude.
No, like an actual side dude. Like I see them
consistent.
often. Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm
stuck
saying?
around.
Because dudes have a whole other girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like my duck off girlfriend. We're not going to the movies. This is Netflix and chill all the time. Or if I ever do go anywhere in public with you, like I've played this game for
It's
a
my homegirl.
long time. No, not it's my homegirl. It's just like we're going to the Superstition 14 Harkins. You know what I'm
That's
saying? We're not
terrible.
gonna see nobody over there. We're not gonna see nobody I know over there.
That's
Of
terrible.
course, yeah. You have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I've definitely had, and shit. Back when I had side chicks, because I've never been a liar about how I got down. It was like I've had girls where it was like, don't call me after 5 o'clock.
Because you're gonna get
I
in
can
trouble.
see you on Tuesday and Sunday, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is when I drop her off, and I'll come see you right after that. And they were totally cool with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the only thing I had to do is like they would try and buy me shit. I'm like, no. Where how the fuck am I supposed to explain this? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you keep this. Like, don't buy me anything, because my girls are gonna be like, where did you get this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
You
some shit-
stupid.
Yeah. So I've had an interesting life. It's
I
the
think-
perks of being 6'4".
I think that shows though a valid point though is most women just want honesty and respect honesty.
No, they don't.
No, they
because
can't
if we
handle
told
the
you,
honesty.
if we told you the truth, here's the thing. I use Drake as an example about men getting shot down. 10 out of 10 women respect the truth. 3 out of women accept
3 out of
the
10.
truth. Or 3 out of 10 women accept the truth. 1 will go for it. The highest of value men close 10% of the time. Because our goal is sex. So I'll use me as an example. I put it out there. Not always right away, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm on the dating apps and all that other stuff. We didn't even make it that far. I met you on the goddamn dating app. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get that far. We went to Instagram, you saw, like, oh, he's got a whole different life that wasn't portrayed on there. But had we continued talking, I would have been like, I'm in a situation, I have a girlfriend, and we see women together and separately, and we're looking to add a woman to our situation. That's what I would have told you. You would have had to take it from there. And 9 out of 10 times you may respect that, but you're like, not for me. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not a normal dynamic. You see what I'm saying?
Versus if you lied about it.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. I don't run with it because I tried that. I had it with me and her on there. No matches.
That's crazy.
Same with mine.
That's kind of crazy.
I feel like a lot of have like one picture of like the 10 on like Tinder or Hinge, and then now like if people ask or like I'll bring it up like later on so I can get past the like, what's your name? What's your name?
Yeah, you have to get that conversation going. Because
You
what
are
I've noticed about
fucking
women, because they can't
hilarious.
handle the truth, it comes off better when they get to know you because they see all your other attributes. My attributes on that dating app was I'm 6'4", make over 6 figures. I'm handsome.
You are?
Yeah, very.
Why the fuck you lying?
You're very handsome. Go ahead.
Shut up, bitch!
Anyway,
Have you ever had a dream?
listen, touching buttons. It was all that, and then you know, all of those things, like just your basic shallow requirements, you know, and then that, because on Hinge in particular, you can make height a deal breaker.
Oh, you
So
filter.
Hinge is the shit in comparison to all the other dating apps. Hinge has 2 perks for men that don't work for them on other dating apps. Hinge is every woman is gonna see or like. So Tinder, both of you guys have to match, or you have to pay for it to see if somebody liked you or not, right? With Hinge, they're gonna see that you like them, and then they get to make a choice based on your profile. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And since height can be a deal breaker, if you are not 6 feet or taller, which most women are going to put as their ideal preference, you're not even going to show up. So I've eliminated 85% of the competition because only 15% of the country is 6 feet or taller. You see what I'm saying?
What about that 5'9" guy that says he's 6 foot on the app?
He may say it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he may, you know what I'm saying? Because people do lie about it, you know. But you know, so you get to see all of that, and then they get to match. Like I've matched with all kinds of people on there. I'm like, some of the white girls on there, I'm like, do you even know black people? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know that white girl, you know what I mean? Cowboy boots, every picture you take is outside in nature, and I'm just sitting there like, she's got great tits, and you know, because that's, I'm being honest, you know what I mean? And they'll match back with me, and I'm like, this is fucking insane. I didn't even, like, have you ever spoken to black men? Yeah, you know that white person that you don't know if they know any.
You know they don't
colored
take
people.
black dick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then they see this one and they're like, you know what? Because I got my gray sweats on in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm printing a little bit. And
said I'm printing a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Got his print show.
So anyway,
that's why we wear.
I forgot where I was going with
gray
this.
baggy shorts.
You were talking about I forgot.
Women not being able to handle the truth. Yeah. So you have to get past that initial thing before you just throw into the fact that I'm not a one-woman man. Women will only entertain that if they can physically see that you're capable of it. Because women will share a man if he's high value enough. There's not most women, if let's again, Drake, Bad Bunny, Leo, LeBron, any of these fucking men out there, if they sat there and told majority of women in the country, I want you, her and her. You guys are all taken care of. Most women are going to do it.
I'm good.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
So I have a question. So why is a man marrying multiple women frowned upon so much? If he's taking care of them,
Can't even legally do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
why?
okay.
That's in America.
Well, that's what. Okay, in America, because in Dubai or wherever you can
do that. Legally do that.
And I don't want to go into that topic, but it's just to kind of make people think about this because Muslims talk about, okay, I can marry 4 wives, blah blah, and most Muslim women don't even like that. They're like, no, I don't want to share, which is their right.
But they don't want to share, but they end up doing it anyway because most women have been cheated on and stayed.
Well, here's the thing. What about the woman who's divorced in her 40s and she wants to get married for one reason? I want consistent, love, right? in whatever form you want to say, and not have to be put out there. But what if it came with rules?
Love.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, but
You're a Cancer.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You're a hopeless
society
romantic.
or no? I'm kidding. But the idea is there are rights now. Here, this woman has rights. This woman has rights too. That's my limit. That's all I can, afford. You get a house, you get a car, you get this. But that's like, no, these Muslim blah blah, this and this and that. But then you look at what we call traditional here. This man is sleeping with a secretary, got a side chick, he's lying about it. She's with his freaking cousin and lying about it.
And guess what? That woman stays because her life is set. So again, it's frowned upon just because society said that that's not what you're supposed to do. But when majority of the rest of the world, what is it? It's the fastest growing religion at the moment, Islam, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So and then you've got arranged marriages and other
Which
cultures
statistically
last longer.
Right.
Yeah. What is the divorce rate on arranged marriages? It's like 3%. It's low as fuck.
It's crazy
It's
though.
low as fuck.
I have a bunch of homeboys that have converted to Islam, and a lot of them said, because I want to have more than one wife.
Yeah, because
I've literally heard them say that. I'm like, what?
But again, this goes back to biological wants and needs. Yeah. Women want the best man. Yeah. Men want variety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You will never sexually satisfy your man by yourself. It's impossible. We want to sleep with other women. It just is what it is. I can't explain it. I just like seeing different body parts jiggle on women. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like and because here's the biggest difference between men and women. All vagina is gonna get the job done. All dick ain't finna get the job done. And y'all know that.
Facts.
You've definitely had some let you down dicks before. You've had some wasted times. You have bodies that you refuse to count because it didn't count.
I fucking lost count.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 2 pumps, nope, didn't happen. We didn't sit together. So, that's just that's the big ass difference between us. And if since you want the best man, you're gonna have to share him because you're not the only one that wants the best man. Just use simple logic. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from the housing market right now. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to buy a house when that shit was low because they could. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's expensive and the interest rates have gone up, guess who gets to buy the house? The best people.
So I have a question for you, Troy.
The answer's 11. I'm just kidding.
That's interesting because I was gonna ask.
I was gonna say that's it.
How many women do you prefer, or how many women are enough for you to be satisfied long term?
Ideally, in my head, I don't know because I haven't been there, but 3 is the magic number. I know I'll be okay with 2. Max is 5. I couldn't do
5 is way too many. I feel like
5
it is.
5's a lot.
That's too much bitches.
I could do 5. I could do 5 if I was a multi-millionaire. If I was a well, see, that's the thing. You guys can bitch all you want. I'm gonna go do something. I have millions of dollars. I'm gonna go shoot guns. You know what I mean? Like I'll be fine.
Yeah. So follow-up questions to this is actually, so is everyone in the same household?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, fuck no.
So are you capable of loving all of those women?
Absolutely.
Equally?
Yes.
You love each one equally?
Yeah.
You gotta have a favorite.
That's what I'm saying. And
Why?
that's where
I just feel like you have to.
I don't have to have a favorite, especially if they're all getting along.
I
See,
mean,
that's what I'm talking about. The whole poly situation. You guys either got to get along or be bisexual yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sister wives. If it was a sister wife situation, I don't think I would do more than 2.
Would you still keep them in the same house? Because I don't think it's sustainable to keep multiple women that you're loving on in the same house. Because one of them gonna start.
I dated a guy that was a pimp, and I was his favorite. But he didn't. I was with him, and his bitches had their own houses, and I was cool with that.
Okay.
Because we running game on you. All you hoes is bringing the money back. We cool.
See,
Do you see what I'm saying?
Usually sister wives have their own houses,
a little
with their
different.
own families.
Yeah.
But they all have different kids.
Dead ass, though. Let's keep it 100.
Okay, so they're not in the same.
I never got
Sister
picked,
wives,
they
yeah,
did.
but like the direction
Being
we're going in.
honest.
I'm so immature.
You really are. I'm really asking.
Yes, Jessica, what were you saying? I'm
This is
listening.
like
I'm
how I
listening.
feel.
Calms down.
Who starts a sentence like that?
What?
So I used to live with a pimp, and I was his favorite.
I was his favorite
I'm
hoe.
just asking. Like, dead ass. I was his favorite.
What if you weren't? If you
But I'm
weren't,
saying I was. So I never had that problem.
I was
But I
just
was
caught
really
off guard,
asking.
that's
Like,
all
each
though.
girl had their own house.
It's about to go down.
Like, it's technically like the same thing.
because
Technically.
Yeah, no, the whole sister wife. The way I see it is, as long as they can be friends and like, what's the
The
point?
goal is to have bisexual women who all of us are in love and have a.
See her put her
Yeah,
foot
that's
down.
different.
See her put her foot down on
No,
live
I'm just
television.
making sure that's understood. However, if it was a sister wife thing, then it would. I feel like it would be separate houses because it would be
Right.
But I
multiple
could-
families.
But I couldn't do that because I don't want to take away time from either one of you. How,
Really,
how
nigga?
Enough
cool
money?
would you be with that? Like me, like, oh, I'll see you Thursday.
With the kids,
Huh?
with the kids, you would have multiple families. Is usually how those relationships work.
Yeah, but if they're all my kids, they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna have to hang out.
Yeah, they do, but usually people buy like a plot of land and they each get their own like house
Well, then that's what we're doing.
or a
Yeah,
cul-de-sac.
I need
You need a farm.
Yeah, I need a ranch.
that's actually a
I need a
good.
ranch. I'm about to get my Yellowstone on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Just like on the show Sister Wives, they have a cul-de-sac and that he like built
I never
5
watched
houses.
it. I need to watch that.
And they all just lived next door to each other and he took turns at each of their houses.
But I personally think I could make it work as long as you guys are not cordial, but friendly with each other. Like, I get it. We're with the same men.
A sister wife, I couldn't live with them. But a
Like them
bisexual
not-
woman.
Rock, paper,
So sister wife means that.
I wouldn't
that
mind
means
my
that-
own fucking house, huh?
So okay, just to clarify, a sister wife is saying that one.
Well,
of
then
the
we're
women
getting a
is not
smaller one than
bisexual.
this one. I
Yeah,
can break
we don't
this
touch
bitch up
each
into
other.
2.
Okay, and you're saying, yeah. See, I agree. Like
There's something fucking wrong with him.
No, I'm saying, like, if that's the case, then we're moving out of here and I'll get to the price of this one.
I hope so.
I hope.
live within your means, right?
Yeah, you know what
can't
I'm
fake the
saying?
funk, yeah.
You've got 2 kids, it's a 3-bedroom
We're
house.
talking
I
about
can get
sister
it.
wives, not
I know,
triad
but
situation.
this is a big ass house and it costs a lot. So I can cut this payment in half and get 2 different places.
Or we can just
With the market
manifest
right
a
now,
woman
probably
who
not.
is with both of us.
I guess.
And then would that
That's
be
the
just
preference.
than I am.
That's completely the preference.
It is the preference.
Sister wife is
That
like
you
a
had
last resort.
okay, and would that so at that point then would that complete your guys' circle? Or are you still? Is it still like you're open to sleeping with other people outside of that triad?
I feel like if the triad was down, I'm cool. I like even numbers, so I would love like a 3rd woman, and that way it's like 2 and 2. There's like
So no one's left out.
yeah.
Okay.
I really like that dynamic of like 3 women with a man.
3. Okay.
Cause 2, I've never really liked the number 3. Like then it's just.
I hated Allen Iverson.
No, I had 2
We
best
talking about
friends, and it's
practice.
always like one person is like doing their own thing.
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
And
There's
like
that
someone
left
sits
feeling.
up front and then someone sits in the back, and I'm like, well, if it was 4 of us,
True. That's true.
it's just
I didn't think about
Or
that.
like when you go to a theme park.
'Cause I'm always
Yeah.
driving.
on a roller coaster, right? Or at a diner or some
Theme
shit.
park, no, fuck that. You guys can go on the roller coaster. I'm holding all your shit. I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
No rides.
Pussy.
You don't go on rides?
I'm not. Fuck no.
Really? I love
I don't either.
rides.
Why? Why don't you?
Nope.
Because it's scary.
I love it. He's like,
I've done
as
it.
a child.
No, I've faced most of my fears. The only thing that I haven't done that I do need to do is jump out of a plane. But I'm gonna do it once, and I'll probably never do it again. I just want to know that I can do it if it was life or death. So I can get on a roller coaster. I'm not going to by choice. I've done it. Not doing it by choice. All of the log rides, pause. I will get on anything with water.
Really, nigga?
The ones for 5-year-olds.
The teacups.
Right?
Bumper cars, bumper boats. Nigga, I'm there.
Right. So you're with the kids essentially.
Yeah. Yes,
You're
exactly.
babysitting.
You
I
guys
love
can.
that.
You guys can go flip.
Let's go out and you watch the kids.
I don't need to be upside down for nothing. I'm too big for that.
I love that shit.
You know, I thought it was complicated finding one person.
Man. And talking about trying to find like 2 or 3.
It's not that hard. We've had pretty good success. We've had a lot of women open to the idea. We've had a lot of bi-curious women who wanted to see what a threesome was like. We've had
You'd be surprised how many people are in the poly world.
No, I totally agree. But
Yeah.
what about anything sustainable and lasting? Like,
well, see, that's the thing is the hardest part about that is finding somebody we both like and finding someone who's going to be consistent. That's really been the biggest thing. Is
women are flaky.
Yeah, clearly, because I invited like 6 of you to the show. You know what I'm saying?
I was out of town.
No, I'm talking about today. There were
okay.
supposed to be 3 other women here.
Oh, is that what you asked me?
Jessica's here because 2 canceled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm on the show, it's because women are flaky.
Yeah.
okay.
So
You bitches need to do better, okay?
No, there's women who will literally we think it's going somewhere real nice. Like they'll talk about it and then
they'll buy stuff, they'll cook, and then
there'll be ones who,
I feel like it has a lot to do with their outside influences though. It has nothing to do with them and what they want to do. It's just like, is this acceptable?
But I mean, I think about myself as like a single woman and I'm like, was I just full of shit? Or like, did I, sometimes you have that change of heart or we're like, oh, this is too scary. What if it goes too fast, too soon, too fast? Like, what's going on? But yeah, we've had ones that wanted to go right away and we're like, whoa, slow down. Or ones who, some people have just gone ghost and I'm like,
how many have you guys had?
None of your fucking business.
Right. Let's not go into numbers here.
But seriously, it isn't that difficult to get somebody in it. It has to be somebody who likes us, who we like, and somebody who's going to be consistent. Because here's the thing. We already have a relationship. That's another thing. It's tough for them to join a union. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we personally like effort from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what are you guys doing? I'm free Thursday. Can I come hang out with you? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to chase you.
Are you going to
We're going to put it out there, but we don't want to bug either.
You don't want to be the weird couple trying to lure people to the bedroom.
Well, we have a really big bed.
Oh Lord.
You do.
Haram!
6 sister wives in there.
Yeah. No, it's 2 California kings next to each other. The bed is ginormous.
Stop it.
We'll show you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, are you still going to wine and dine that woman then and treat her how she
Yes,
needs
if you're
to
gonna
be treated?
If you're gonna be with us, you're gonna get the same treatment. I'm gonna do what I need to do. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, most of the women that I meet don't got no real bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is for you to come into here. You know what I'm saying? So move out of your place. You live here now. I'm covering this rent. Okay, so you don't. There's whatever bill gone.
Gotta find
your
a younger
phone bill.
girl.
Adding your phone to my plan is nothing. The only thing I'm not extremely willing to pay at the moment is a car note. But I will if I need to. I just have to stop buying shit I like. But
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, I am willing to. I am willing to do that. I have a lot. Look around. I have a lot of shit I don't need. I have a lot of shit I don't need. I just like stuff.
I think it's low-key scary too because I feel like I was that independent and right away he's like, you can move in here after 2 weeks and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Nope.
I was like, what does that come with? You know, because it comes with expectations or whatever. But then one thing led to another. But then he like he would talk about like, oh, just quit that job, it's not a big deal, and like it's like this thing, I think, this freedom with women, or like this independence of like, is that gonna take away everything I have? Like, what am I gonna?
I just don't like guys dangling shit over my head. So
what did you have? See, that's where that financial abuse term came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dangling finances over you. I'm doing what you biologically want.
But I'm also
not you in particular. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But like, I'm not holding shit over your head. It's the simple fact that this is what I bring to the table, which is why you're here in the first place.
I'm talking about why it's hard for women, because they, like, in this world, I think now it's like this, go girl, you're independent, like da-da-da-da-da. Then we get to the independence and we're like, I'm kind of a little sad and I kind of don't want to do this anymore and I hate my job and I hate my coworkers and I'm tired.
The bill.
And I don't want to, these guys suck at the club and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. But yeah, so it was scary, and so I think it is scary for some women to like hear that when we're like, oh, like what we're looking for ultimately, because I mean, we show our cards, this is what we would like. If it doesn't work out and we all just have fun, we all just have fun. Right. Or like if we just see each other here and there, whatever. But we put out what we would like, and then they're like, ooh, I don't know if I can leave my independent life to be in a relationship. I think that's a lot of relationships.
Yeah,
like
that
men
makes sense.
too, women, like just people who want one person, they're like, give up my alone time, give up my freedom to like do whatever I want.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. He's like, just move to Houston. I'm flying to Houston
scary.
Thursday, but doesn't mean I'm moving right now. I'll come check it out.
You need to go. If he's handling his business and he wants you there, you need to go.
Oh, and he's
and it
fine.
is scary, right?
It is scary.
But when you do
I
it,
probably
you're
will,
like, oh,
but
I really
not right this
enjoy
second.
it.
I'm gonna go for the weekend, and then we can discuss.
Really, nigga?
Can that
Go,
woman
go,
still
and when you
have-
show up there, be like,
I'm in the north. I'm in the north.
Oh man.
I'm in the north.
I'm so irritated with you.
What were you
All
gonna
right,
say,
guys,
though?
and the show's. No, I'm just kidding. The show is over.
Well, I was gonna say, so
I'm going to Houston.
can a woman move in and still have her independence and still have her alone
Job.
time and me time and job?
Of course, you can keep your fucking job. I'm not telling you don't work.
Yeah.
I'm telling you don't have to pay for shit here.
You better save that
Yeah,
money,
'cause
bitch.
I don't not work.
That's
You better
even,
start
that's even
investing.
I make
better.
my own money, but my money is
It's
my
like
money.
having a sugar daddy, but not.
You know, but see, that's even better. Keep your fucking job, make your money, and guess what you get to do? Pay for all the shit that I can. So you want to go on trips and have fun and all that other shit? Guess what? You ain't got no other fucking bills. So you can finance this trip. You know what I'm saying?
So what are your at that point, what are your requirements? What does she have to bring to the table? And this is addressed towards both of you, because I'm sure you have specific things that you want, and then you have specific things that you want.
I'm not picky. What I need for a woman to join this is keep her occupied, so she stops calling me and texting me.
Okay, that's true. And then you also sex.
I'm not fucking y'all,
Yeah,
but we can
yeah.
hang out. I'll keep you occupied. I'll keep you occupied.
Yeah, lack of gag reflex is also a plus. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite.
Nailed it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Gotcha.
Like not seeing my thing anymore. Like, whoa, how'd you do that? That's fucking awesome. Seriously, like,
What?
That's a
like
special
if you put the
talent.
whole thing
For
out,
real,
like,
yeah. That's definitely a special talent.
that's how you get things paid for.
Got it.
What did 2 Chainz say? Good head, get your rent paid.
You do. You really do.
So what do you mean? What are my requirements?
What would you be looking for
In a woman?
Yes.
Oh, definitely companionship and like someone to work out with, hang out with, talk to, like a best friend, a lover, but also someone who like
It's like your best friend that
emotional
fucks your man.
intelligent definitely is like it mostly comes from the women that we hang out with. It's like they just like get me on like there's nothing like a woman's touch. It's definitely way different than a man. Like a man is gonna be like that, you know, that or like protective feeling or like, you know, whatever, but the woman is like, I feel so safe and like loved and appreciated and
I hope
they're
so.
telling me so many cute things. Like it's a different vibe. But yeah. But yeah, just
But yeah, it's not hard.
I feel like I'm simple, but they also have to be working on themselves because if they're just not, then I'm just not.
You gotta work out.
work on themselves. Period. Mind, body, soul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around, and that's.
I think the whole as a whole society would be a lot better off if they were all working on themselves.
Yeah.
Like I said, first world privileges. They don't have to. They're telling you body positivity is a good thing. They've got Lizzo on the cover of fucking magazines.
Shit irritates the fuck out of me.
Yeah, like, no, this isn't cute. You're not healthy.
Sports Illustrated, no.
Yeah, like,
they went all downhill with that shit.
Fuck that. Like,
but I think with her though, in her doesn't she like? I think it came out. Doesn't she like actually work out?
She
like,
just don't give a fuck.
Like all the time or something.
She can't. There's no way. Or if she is working out all the time, she's not in a caloric deficit.
She's not doing it right.
Okay, personal trainer.
I'm serious. She's
not hitting her macros.
We gotta call a spade a fucking spade. If you're fat, it's your fucking fault. I'm not in the shape that I want to be, and it's my fault. I'm drinking right now. These are unnecessary calories. Okay, I have been better with my diet, but for the most part, I eat like shit.
Generally speaking, yes. But there are genes that also predispose you and conditions.
Go get a BBL.
Thyroidism and hypo.
Stop eating thyroids.
Stop eating.
I had a hypothyroid.
Yeah, so I mean,
I cured it.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you're saying.
Like, okay, so there's some people that have a condition that might not
definitely
be cured. Look to
how many? That's a small percentage.
No, yeah,
Deceptions don't make sense.
Overall,
and at the end of the day, thyroid or not, you can still be in a caloric deficit. You can work out harder, and because there's people who are healthy with thyroid conditions.
Yeah, 100%.
You see what I'm saying? 100%. So it's straight bullshit.
It's like somebody that says, "Oh, I busted my knee, that's why I'm out of shape." How many times have I gone through that?
Yeah.
Doing fitness competitions created my thyroid. I have to take thyroid medicine because I was fucking eating sloppy and asparagus for fucking 3 months. Fucked your body up. Fucked your thyroid up.
Yeah.
I created that shit myself.
So, and then you can change it by changing your diet.
By changing your diet, yep.
You know what I mean? And working out, it's not fucking hard. You don't have to be ripped, but you also don't have to be fat.
Some of the stats aren't like some crazy stats about if you're 30 and older as a man and you don't have a belly, you're in like X% of people. If you work
I got more in shape after 30.
Only 6% of the country has visible abs. Think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say overall health and energy, people would be a lot better off. And like, I like a little something, but I don't like to be too skinny. But I just think the overall health.
Don't get too skinny because I'll
like
kick you out.
mental health, physical health.
Yeah, she loses these legs and ass. This relationship is over. Over.
Finish him.
You heard it
I'm
here
a
first.
heavyweight.
There we go.
And that's the only reason I lift weights is because we're trying to get another girlfriend here. So I want to be able to bench both of you on this side of the bar. I just want
It's
to make
time to get off the podcast. We're almost at 2 hours.
All right, yeah. You guys, you know what? Thanks for tuning in. This was a fun episode, even though Allie was so quiet. I expected so much more from you.
I talked a lot.
I'm just fucking with
She
you.
told you about the pimp she lived with.
That made me.
You know what?
That's a whole nother discussion.
Catch me in Houston, y'all. I'm leaving.
Catch me outside. How about
Catch
that?
me outside.
Thank you for tuning in. If you want to be on the show, please DM me. I need to find somebody who can recruit girls for me because you bitches is flaky.
I probably could.
We need more. I have the capability to put 8 of you on here. I need more women on.
We should do an OnlyFans episode with all my OnlyFans girls.
Please.
Oh my God, do
when
it.
I get back in town, because I'm leaving.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, no, you
Let's
definitely
do it.
should.
And then afterwards, we can film content everywhere. There's
my
so
gosh.
many places.
I'm actually down. Yeah, I'll talk to them.
So, anyway, yeah.
So if you're on OnlyFans, DM me, hit me up, and you better be cute.
Boom. What she said.
I'll film it.
Yeah, she'll film it. I'll star in it.
Oh my God.
I'll talk shit. You got all talking shit.
She said I'll film it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Was that really quiet?
Man, let's wait till this beat drops a little bit. We gotta give that sweet boogie some.
Wait, who is it?
My client, he's the producer, and he made this beat.
Who is he?
His name is Squeak Boogie.
Why is that his name?
Because he's a DJ.
I need to look him up now.
I got a key, so
What is he?
Ooh.
I might try to get home. I'll let you know.
I might just.
Ooh.
What time are we working out tomorrow?
8:30 because I have to go get stretched.
morning.